Let's give them something to talk about. I see the energy running out. I got a planet to run around. Okay. You ain't do nothing but run your mouth. No, I don't want to be humble now. You doubt it.
Good.
Well, it was a bit abrupt.
Yeah, I didn't have the volume all the way down before I turned it off.
Every week's a little bit different.
We got a lot of live viewers right now.
Do we? Well, yeah, because we're like the only one that had a thing talking about age group semifinals, and they're all like waiting, and they're right now that number is going to start dropping.
Yeah, like, oh, these guys stopped the
No,
music
the
too soon.
workouts have been announced. We got Jackson Miller, who's our last best hope for making semifinals at Diablo.
48 hours left. You never know.
Yeah, May 10th. So
Anything could happen.
He's one of those guys. It's one of those stories where Jackson is now he ended up after all the penalties and everything else. He ended up 43rd, and he moved up into 43rd as people ahead of you got punished.
Yeah, 53 to 43.
53 to 43.
Trying to dodge penalties at that point.
And one of the guys that's right above him is a team athlete, and he had an accepted team. So that made him essentially 42nd. So two people needed to essentially decline their invitation, and Jackson would be invited. One of them, one person did. So one person, well, no,
one person did.
No. One person declined because they're going team also.
Okay.
And so that moved Jackson up into 41. So now he only needs one person out of the 40, but they posted the semifinal list for America,
for the North America West.
I don't know what that list is. I don't know if that's people that are technically qualified and did not accept invitations, or whether those are the people that accepted invitations.
I don't know either.
Yeah.
I would think by now it's probably I'm fairly certain that everyone has accepted their invites by now, but it's I think they finalize on the 10th, so we'll see.
Okay.
Yeah.
So hopeful we're hopeful here. I thought I'd invite him on as a semifinalist, but now he's just just
a dude.
He's a bubble.
He's a bubble, but he does know workouts pretty good, and he coaches quite a few of Diablo's age group athletes. Call them age group athletes now. That's the proper thing. Apparently, masters athletes is offensive. So, I'm a masters athlete, by the way. Jamie, you got the first workout that's showing for age groups?
Yeah, I was just looking at the spreadsheet here. Hold on, let me pull it up. I was looking to see if Jackson moved up into the list.
Not yet. I'm looking at it.
Okay.
All right, you got one job, dude.
For the record, I've received a text from Craig every night giving me the update.
I'm a bit obsessed about
you too?
Athletes and where they go and whether they make it or not.
I'm just trying not to think about it.
Yeah.
Like if it happens, it happens, and then every night Craig gives me my reminder that I'm still not qualified.
Ouch.
All right, so this is semifinals age group event 1. Is there a way to make that bigger? There you go. Thank you. Okay, I like this workout already. So I think about these workouts from me doing them, because I did qualify in the 60 to 64, and that's primarily because there's just not very many 60 to 64 year olds doing this, and I still smart ass. If you make a meme about my glasses, you son of a bitch, I'm an old man.
Oh, there's already a couple out there.
There probably are. There is one. There's a good one that Paya made. I'm staring at my TV screen. I need the glass today. I wouldn't do the glass, but I need the glass to read this. 50-calorie row. I love that. All right, I'm already winning. And then, okay, here's the strength test, because I was going to ask you guys this. Do you think there'd be a strength test, like a separate strength test for age groups? And everybody's saying no, because Adrian's all about CrossFit style workouts.
Yeah, I don't know if I wouldn't call this a true strength test. This is just another ascending Metcon.
Well,
it's testing strength, but is it testing like
50 calorie row, 9 snatches at weight 1, 50 calorie row, 6 snatches at weight 2, 50 calorie row, 3 snatches at weight 3. And the weights are 115, 135, 155. And that's for ages all the way up to age 55.
Do you want to see the weights?
Well, no, let's let me see the weights real quick. Is it easy to pull it up? Yeah. Switch the weights to 55 first. Go to 55 first. And Jackson, you like this workout? Well, Jackson loves this workout.
I mean, I love this workout. because I love rowing, and snatching is probably the only thing I can go real heavy on. So
Right.
I'm all about this. This kind of reminds me of a quarterfinals workout. Different because the rowing stimulus is going to be a
Yeah.
majority of the time, but we
Yeah.
have done this 963 with a high burpee box jump
Yeah, that's right.
2 years ago in the quarterfinals.
That
But
was like the sprint workout.
that was a sprint workout where this is a little bit different.
And for the age group, that was an overhead squat versus the actual snatch.
Oh yeah, I didn't know.
Yeah.
That.
50 calorie row is about 750 meters or about 600 meters.
Sweat 50
Looking at
calories. You're going to look at probably
maybe a couple minutes,
Yeah,
just under 2 minutes.
2-3 minutes. I
Two.
mean, if you're rowing
25 calories a minute. I mean,
if you're at like 1400, you're going to be rowing 20 calories a minute.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So 20 calories a minute. So that's this is 2 minutes, 246. This is about a 15-minute workout. Show the 60 to 64 weights. So wait, hang on one sec. 50, 55 weights. The men go from 75, 95 to 105.
No,
This-
that's the ladies.
The
The men are 115, 135 to 155.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, 115, 135, 155, and that's 963 on the snatches. 50 calorie row in between, so the row stays the same in between. So it's similar to what they're doing with the individuals in the stadium where they've got to run.
Yeah, the
and then
workout
do-
one.
Yeah, workout one.
Yeah,
Very
with
similar.
the clean and jerks.
Yeah.
But that one, the barbell stays static the same the whole time, right?
Correct. It's 185. If you guys aren't familiar with that workout one for individual semis is 5 rounds for time of an 800-meter run and then 10 clean and jerks at 185. But that same stimulus of you're going kind of long monostructural, and then you got to come on in and do. I mean, for most people, it's just going to be quick singles.
Touch and go. Well, you think?
Yeah. I was watching Jacob Hepner posted him doing the workout. He was doing singles. I think
Okay.
most people are going to take that and push the run.
I was to say it's going to come down to a run.
It's a running workout.
Yeah.
And I think this for most people is probably going to be a rowing workout as well. I can't speak on the 55 and up, but knowing like Kendra and Nate, 2 of our athletes, the bar doesn't get really heavy
Yeah.
until that last barbell.
Yeah.
Go to the 60, 64. Let's look at that. This is for my benefit and Yvonne's benefit because Yvonne's qualified, and so here's the weights. Yvonne starts with 65, and then she goes 75, and then 85. 3 snatches at 85. She's got that.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna go 95, 115, 135. Corey, we found these on the interwebs. Actually, no,
Just go to the game site.
No, if you go to hillerfit.com, you'll find them there.
he got the heads up, the leak.
No, you gotta refresh your browser.
There's only one event posted right now,
Yeah.
too. And this could change. Who knows?
Yeah, by the way. So kind of cool. Like this workout for me is, this is the one that's gonna carry all
That's
my
good thing
other
you got that
workouts.
155. Good thing that 155 on Sunday was smooth, right?
Dude, 155 squats, the hang squat snatch, and it was comfortable. And the 165 I only missed because I rushed it. So yeah, 135 snatch is not a big deal. So these are all power snatches for me.
And now you only have 150 calories of rowing to do.
Dude,
Yeah.
I love that.
I'm with you. I mean, if you're over 6 foot, you're like, this is a nice workout right
Yes,
here.
it is. People like you're not short enough for the snatch to make a difference. So
Did the computer just die on you?
Yeah, the computer's dead on me.
oh, hold on, keep talking
Worse.
because it
Yeah,
may
the
not.
audio is still hooked up. I can set that back.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
So yeah, go ahead and set that, Jamie. There's no more. There's no other workouts, right? So this workout is, again, we look at a 50 calorie row. It's about, I think about it in terms of like a 750 meter row. So for most people, so for the men, you're going to be in this 22 and a half minutes.
Yeah.
For the average guy's going to be 2.5 to 3 minutes.
Yep. In that range there.
So 3, 6, 9. And then in terms of the total time to row is going to be 8 to 10 minutes, probably.
Yeah. You're looking at kind of like a 2K pace.
Okay. 2K pace. And then you got a total of 9, 16, 15, 18 snatches with increasing weight. Those are going to take you a couple of minutes to get through those snatches. So you're looking at a 10 to 14-minute workout, right?
Yeah, I mean, my advice for my athletes that I work with, this is going to be a rowing workout, and then you are just trying to manage fatigue while getting through those snatches quickly. So I would probably just go fast singles off the start, follow the bar down on the earlier weights, but I don't know if touch and going those snatches is really worth much there.
Right.
I would just start, when trying to get off that rower and get into those snatches as quickly as you can and just kind of be nice and smooth through them. But this is pretty much a 2K, a little bit longer than 2K type rowing pace here.
Right. Yeah. Corey, what age group are you in, Corey? Corey's on.
Oh, I'm back.
Did you get it, Jamie?
I got it back.
Well done, dude. Well executed.
Well, we'll see if it comes back on.
Put the original weights on. Put the youngster weights on there.
The youngsters.
This is you think about.
We got 4 workouts now,
All right.
so we can continue.
Well, let's go back to the workout 1.
So this is workout 1. Workout weights.
Workout weights 1. So the guys are going 165, 195, 225. So that's singles.
Yeah, you're not touching going that way.
Yeah.
Maybe the 195, but
Right.
it's going to come down to how you're feeling coming off, because this is, like you said, you're going to have to push the pace on the row.
On the
That's where you're going to make up most of the time.
I think Jamie Heidi is going to like this workout.
Yeah.
She's killing it, but this is good for her. That weight's nothing for her.
It's a good one for dancer if he does.
Dancer, yes, dancer.
Yeah, is Jamie gonna do? She's gonna do the individual.
She's doing both.
She's doing both.
Yeah, she's doing both. She's gonna do age group and
Well, especially now that they're 2 separate events, like they're not both at the games, so you can technically qualify and compete in open and age group.
Yeah, I just didn't know when they made you decide.
I don't think you have to.
you don't have to.
You can do both.
They're allowing people to
Because
do
they're
both events.
because the Legends is a month later after the games.
Oh, I didn't even.
Yeah.
I'm still in my head thinking that the Masters are going.
No, separate events.
Separate event now, Birmingham, Alabama.
Yeah,
All
different
right.
state.
All right. So yeah, Sam will murder that workout. All right, let's go to workout 2.
Now Sam might touch and go those weights.
I would imagine.
Yeah.
My
right.
Sam might touch and go those
I can
weights.
see
He's
that.
touch and go the weights just to touch and go the weights.
Just for fun. Just for funsies.
All right, so workout 2. Let's see what this is. Let's see.
20-minute.
20-minute RAM up. Right. So right away, I'm thinking 8 for my age group, 60, 64. Please, Lord, let me not have to do strict handstand push-ups. But
Stand by.
this is an AMRAP too.
20 minutes.
Damn it. 50 double unders, 10 chest bar pull-ups, 10 box jumps, 10 strict handstand push-ups. Jackson, first thoughts?
It's another 20-minute AMRAP. So we'll see where we go with the other ones here.
Mhm.
Right. Are you
Well, the other one was for time and just had a 20-minute cap.
True, but you're still looking probably like 15 to 20 minutes.
Yeah, but you're only doing one time through. Where this one, how many rounds fully were you going to get?
This one's
work for full 20 minutes.
This is a gasser. You got the 30 seconds, maybe
50 dubs with the 10 high box jumps.
one. Oh yeah.
It is
high box
It's a
jumps.
high box jump too.
Oh, that's right. 30-inch box for the guys, 24-inch box for the ladies. So
My first thought is make sure you extend your hips and lock your knees out at the top of that box.
Look forward.
Yeah.
Lift your head.
Lift your head up and lock everything out on those box jumps. That's my first thought there.
yeah.
But the third high box is going to slow you down. I haven't seen the standards, but I'm assuming they're probably going to make you step down from the box.
Most, especially from that height.
Yeah.
I think this is a 5 to 7 round workout. If you've got the skill sets for the chest bar pull-ups, where you can do those unbroken, and then the strict handstand push-ups are not a big deal. You're gonna get into the 6 to 7 rounds,
Especially with the double unders following the strict handstand push-ups. It'd be different if it was the double unders going into the strict handstand push-ups. That'd play a different factor for the shoulders, but you're actually going to come into that kind of fresh.
right? Sorry. I can't stop that. Oh, that's a good point.
So maybe it won't be step.
You'll be crawling down from that box.
Yeah. The reason, I listened to Froning talk with Hiller, and he forces everybody. He wants to see the step downs with his athletes just because of the impact on
Just from a
safety
safety perspective.
From a safety perspective.
Risk versus reward.
Yeah, there is risk reward. What's the go to the
So, I was gonna go
64?
to this.
Yeah, go to the
I wanted
55.
to Oh, okay. I'll come back to that.
Go to 55 if you wouldn't mind.
I was just gonna go see what the
Other workouts are.
no, it was like the standard was step ins. Where'd it go? There
I
it is.
doubt it with a high box jump.
So we're still at strict handstand push up 55 plus.
Oh, so
55,
50
55
box,
to
the
60.
box height is lower.
Lower, yeah.
Okay.
Same rep scheme on everything else.
All right. And then what do the old people have to do? My age group, 60 to 64. Yvonne's age group too. Yvonne's age
Kipping.
group. Yeah.
With no riser.
Kipping handstand push-ups for the win. I don't have to take a one rounder or a partial round. Did you finish all the rounds? Yay.
I still feel like for a lot of people, for a majority of people, this will be a handstand push-up test.
Oh, for
Yeah,
sure.
no matter what, right?
For sure.
Especially on those age groups, and most everybody's doing strict. You're going to turn through 50 double unders,
Yeah.
10 pull-ups, and 10 box jumps.
Yeah.
You know, you're looking at maybe a minute to a minute 30, and then you're back on 10 strict handstand push-ups. I think for a lot of people, that's going to accumulate real quick, because if you're looking at, 6-7 rounds, you're talking 70 strict handstand push-ups,
Yeah,
right?
right.
So I think that might be the one kind of hiccup there, where you're trying to push the pace on double unders and your pull-ups and your box jumps, and then it becomes a challenge of pacing. How do you break those up earlier? Unless you're just a wizard on your hands and you can really rip those out, and there's certainly guys and girls who can do that. I would think this would be, okay, what's the effective pacing strategy to break those handstand and push-ups up so we can get deeper into the rounds?
Yeah.
So definitely think about breaking handstand push-ups early, because you're going to get back to them pretty quick.
Yeah, nothing takes long here. The only thing that's going to take a while is if you are breaking a lot on those handstand push-ups.
Yeah.
Nothing else should be broken much. You shouldn't break it all really other than trips, and then on maybe breaking up pull-ups, but the box jumps are just slow by nature, because you got to lock out. And
Yeah.
down. They're just
That's
gonna
your
move-
recovery, right?
Yeah, you're going to move slow through that, but there's no rest in there. Really, it's going to be what is the correct set size for you on those handstand push-ups.
Another detail in this one is it's adjusted on the pull-ups. It's just a chin over, not a chest to bar.
Yeah, that's cool. Thank you.
So it'll continue to cycle through and leverage into more of the handstand push-ups being a factor.
Adrian got my email. Range of motion on old people, neck injuries, like it's a problem.
Yeah.
It's a test of the fittest, Craig.
I've got to work on my strict handstand push-ups. I said every year.
All of a sudden, it's going to be overhead box squats for the 60 plus. I know you'd like that. That'd be real nice, right?
Yeah. All right, let's go to the next workout. All right, so we got a 20 minutes. So day 1, day 2, cool workouts. Probably like 10 to minutes on the first one, 10 to 15 minutes on the first one, 20 minutes for sure on the second one.
Something to note is those are the first 2 workouts that are due on Saturday.
Yes.
Pretty tough redo workouts. They're both, they're both very high volume. That was kind of one of the complaints that people were giving about the quarterfinals, was that they were pretty repeatable. And I mean, I redid one of them 3 times. Multiple people were hitting redos all the time. So I'm looking at this like it's going to be tough to really turn these over multiple times each, because I mean those are higher volume workouts,
right?
There.
Okay.
So we got an ascending couplet, front squats,
and muscle ups.
and muscle ups.
So
Muscle ups.
per time, 3, 6, 9, 12 reps. 3, 6, 9, 12 front squats and muscle ups. So this is like an advanced Fran almost, if you will, but and so the weight that they have is 125 for the women, and then 185 for the men on the front squats. Okay, Jackson, first thoughts on this one?
That's a spicy workout. Yeah, that's going to hurt.
Why?
People are going to do this really fast. You see you see a 15-minute time cap on that, but there are going to be people who can turn this workout real quick, and it's going to be, if that front squat weight isn't too rough on you, which for most people at this level it's not. This is going to be, I mean, what's the total rep count on muscle ups there? 29, 35, like 35 plus muscle ups.
Right.
Right. So you're looking at this is going to be a muscle up test here because the weight's just not heavy enough to slow you down. You're probably going to go unbroken through all those sets.
Anything that's going to spike you.
Yeah, right.
So right
I
out
think
to the rings.
this is going to be like pushing the pace hard and then trying to hold muscle ups together.
Yeah.
You know,
30 total muscle ups.
is it 30 total?
Yeah. 30 total
Yeah.
muscle ups.
Okay.
Okay. So that's the way to think about this, right? 30 muscle ups for time. Plus now you got 30 front squats at that weight, which that's a big number.
And with the ascending rep scheme too, it's like that, that changes how you may approach it as far as like pacing. Because like you might start off with a larger sets, knowing you got less reps to go, but having to increase and add reps to it, you want to make sure you really don't avoid that failure. If you are bubbling on the ring muscle ups.
For athletes this is a video they'll pull. Well, they're gonna pull this one. You know, semifinals are gonna they scrutinize a lot of videos.
Yeah.
All work up. But this is one I think they're going to pull. They're going to look for that lockout on those muscle ups at the top.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they're going to look at. Because this is, like you said, Jackson, I think you're right. It's a bit of a sprint for some people.
Yeah, it's going to be that 15-minute time cap seems very generous.
Yeah.
I think the top end athletes are going to be pushing this hard. So it'll be a cool workout, but it's gonna hurt. It's gonna be similar to that workout 3 in the quarterfinals, where the last. You see even the top athletes on those 20 muscle ups, they're just like reaching failure on those muscle ups. Yeah. I think we'll see something similar here. All right.
Okay. Interesting. 369. Let's go to the 55 age group. See what they make them do. And then we'll go to the okay. They'll probably make us do chest bar pull-ups or something stupid.
Still with the ring muscle ups. So we got a 105 and 155.
Yeah. So they went to a lighter weight. If you're 55, you get 155 pounds for guys and 105 pounds for women. What do they make the old people do? 60 plus.
Yeah, just the reps on the rings. That's what I'm gonna guess.
I'm gonna guess chest to bar.
All right.
I'm guessing it. And they took a round up.
Then 12 reps. So this is actually if you do break into the ring muscle ups.
Oh, okay, cool.
So it's 3, 6, 9 with the chest to bar, and then you got the ring muscle ups.
Okay. Then 12 reps each. So yeah, they're in that. This
is it partition as needed.
So it's 3, 6, 9 front squats, 75 for the women, 125 for the men. Front squats, then chest to bar pull-ups, then 12 reps of front squats. So you hit 12 front squats, and then you get in 12 muscle ups at the end.
That's cool. 125. That's a weird weight.
Yeah, that is a weird weight. I forget why. I think is it the kilo thing? No, that's 125 is a weird weight. Why not 135?
That's like what you would see for the women's squat.
Yeah. Okay.
Just because it's 45 and not having to add a 5 onto it.
Yeah, I won't take offense at that.
But, so doubling up on pull-ups for the oldest age group. They've got the chin over bar pull-up and then into the chest to bar. Now 3, 6, 9 chest to bar.
That's
nothing. But
that's probably going to be one of the first tiebreakers is completion of that.
It's interesting
to break into the next part.
So the 3, 6, 9 will go pretty quick. And that's a few minutes.
Yeah.
And then
3 chest to bar, 6 chest to bar. That's kind of silly.
Right, exactly. Well, this is like
they also only, you had to get past the strict handstand push-ups to get into the chest to bar. So there was only 20 chest to bar pull-ups in the open or in the quarterfinals. And for those that made it past the strict handstand push-ups, they got 20 total. So I'm actually kind of surprised they didn't go higher reps on this.
I might be able to get this done. My muscle ups, I did them the other day. Shoulder and elbow feel pretty decent. I might be able to get this done.
I like how it doesn't just stick you at the ring muscle ups.
Yeah. At the end, I'll be standing around a little bit. I can do them one every 15 seconds.
Yeah.
With that volume in front of it.
Yeah, this is interesting because to me, it says then 12 reps of, but really the workout is 12 reps of front squats and muscle ups. You gotta be tired.
Yeah.
Front squats, chest to bar. That's no volume whatsoever, but just jack your heart rate up.
Yeah.
And you can do 12 front squats and 12 muscle ups.
Yeah. Right. It's like you're gonna have like 10 minutes to do 12 front squats.
That really is what it is. And there's some guys in my age group that are just they'll blaze through this. They'll do sets of 3 and 4 in the muscle ups, maybe even bigger. There's some bros that are just really remarkable. All right, let's go to the last workout. So that's a pretty quick workout. That's probably anywhere from a 5-minute to a 10-minute workout for most people. So shorter time demand. Let's see what this last one is.
Start with the Young Bucks. Okay, we've got 30 cleans, 30 toes to bar, 30 thrusters as a chipper.
30 cleans. So it's not squat, fortunately.
That's a lightweight too.
30 toes to bar, 30 thrusters. There's the squat portion. 30 toes to bar. Lots of hanging in this whole complex.
Yeah, you're right.
Pull-ups, chest to bar pull-ups.
Just event one is the only thing that you're not hanging
and toes to bar.
vertically.
Yeah, it's still grippy though.
Yeah.
Real grippy.
Yeah. Oh yeah, real grippy.
So the cleans 115 pounds. So in the 35 to 39, the cleans 115 pounds for men and 75 pounds for women. So those are fast cleans.
This is the sprint right here.
This is 4 time. Oh, okay. So this is how much can you hang on?
Yeah. 30 in a row, 30 in a row, 30 in a row.
Yeah, there's athletes that can do that.
Yep.
This is a sprint. This is gross. See, you're right, Jack. This is good because he's right. Both of those, the muscle up one and this one, you can repeat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I'm trying to think because
But not those first two.
when I'm talking to athletes about how we're going to do this, I'm trying to think about what the correct order is to do these in.
For them individually, right?
For them
Yeah,
individually,
oh, good
you know, but it can be generalized a lot. And I'm just trying to think if there's any advantage to taking the muscle up workout, the clean workout, and putting it up front.
It's kind of like the rope climb workout from the quarterfinals.
Exactly. Yeah.
Because you have the opportunity to repeat after the Saturday.
But if I'm looking at all 4 tests, the one thing that I am really thinking about is the grip fatigue over the weekend and what workouts are going to be highly impacted more than others on the grip fatigue. So if your grip is blown up and you try to do this workout right here, I'm just a little concerned that those toes to bar are going to get trashed. So potentially this would be the workout that I would think about doing before the other one. But I think I need to look at them again before I make that decision.
I don't know if I agree with that one, just because of the fact that like this is like a full pedal down and go,
Yes,
right?
it
And
is.
that has a different impact on your body as far as like a recovery stage. Granted, it's light. There's nothing super like big or heavy on your body, but it's just this is like you're gonna go unbroken or shoot to go unbroken for this. Maybe 2 sets on the toes to bar, depending on how your grip is feeling. But 30 thrusters at that weight, that's not.
I don't know. Because 30 cleans into 30 toes to bar. I think your hands are going to be more.
Yeah, it might be a trap.
True. That's a good. If you're hanging on for 30, yeah, that's a good point.
I mean, a 115, it's not that heavy, but like if you think about Grace at 135, if you try to hold on for 30 unbroken for most people on Grace, you're fingertip on the bar at the end.
Yeah.
So we're looking at 115. You probably hold on for 30, but you're going to jump up for 30 toes to bar, and you're
going to fall off.
You're going to fall off. So I don't know if I believe
that is a good point.
That's what I'm saying is like if you do all that rowing and snatching and then you go into the workout with the chest to bar and then try to do this is there's going to be a notice, even the slightest bit of decrease in your grip strength from those other two going to this one. You may lose 20 seconds, 30 seconds here if you can't hold on to these cleans and toes to bar. So my thought is, and this is personal, like 100% preference here, but for me, I would want my hands really fresh for this because any kind of fatigue is going to cost you 10, 20 seconds here, and that's going to be pretty.
That'll be a big.
That'll be a lot on
yeah.
this leaderboard.
Yeah. Yeah, 10 seconds on this workout is going to be a few spots.
Oh, I get it. Yep.
Yeah, so you want to probably be fresh here so that you can hold on. You can really maximize your grip on this one. And then if your grip is a little bit blown up from rowing and singles on snatches, that's not as big of an effect as if your grip's a little blown up here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the other thing too is in terms of like recovery from this, it's not that big a deal. The only your grip's a little blown up. Like 30 cleans and 30 thrusters at this weight, like it's not that big a deal. You could do this one today, put up a pretty decent score, and then tomorrow do the row workout.
But it also kind of comes down to what is your damage control, right? So with the ring muscle ups, just throwing that as like a higher skilled movement pattern.
That's Monday. Right?
Having that, you have an opportunity to test that one before while you're fresh before even starting any of them.
Okay.
And then you still have the opportunity to repeat later on down the road.
All right. So if you've got So that all you're saying is, if muscle ups are an issue for you,
I would prioritize that.
prioritize muscle ups.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
If muscle ups are you know you're going to get some, you're going to do okay. Maybe do this one first and knock out right nice score where you're fresh and you're fresh. Then get into 1, 2, 3, and then maybe redo this one on.
Yeah.
I kind of think of it as like from the quarterfinals. Like event 3 is like the ring
That's
muscle
a good
one.
point.
This is like event 4, the clean and jerk workout.
Yeah, and you
Right.
notice a lot of the higher level games athletes led off the week with the clean and jerk
With-
workout.
Oh, well, we were. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't catch
A
that.
ton of them did. So like Jason Hopper and Merton Stern, they did that competition. They chose to lead off with the clean and jerk workout because they were worried about CNS and grip and all of that.
Yeah.
I think you're dead on. If there's something that's a big hole
Yeah.
for you, you should always
just
address that. But from a general standpoint, if you're looking at these and you're like, okay, these are all middle of the pack workouts, or I've got some good, a little bit bad, you may want to consider doing this one lead off.
Yeah.
See what the
Really
weights.
good
See if it
points.
changes in
Yeah.
the, in
Really
the
good
ages.
points.
Let's see. Oh, that's the wrong one.
50 to 55 is the changes over.
Where'd it go?
You're on it.
Where's the age? Oh, it's down here. Sorry. All right, 55.
It's cool that they publish these a little bit before the time. I love that.
So same weight, same rep.
At 55, same
Yeah.
weight, same reps. A little bit makes it a little bit different workout for that age group.
Won't be as fast.
60 to 64. Okay. That they knocked the weights down way down.
A lot. It's like they forgot to load the weights for the
Yeah,
50s.
it's almost like they did forget to lower the weights.
They might have.
Oh yeah.
Dude, that's a big drop.
You got one job. You're the 50 to 55.
I mean,
guy.
I would imagine like a 65, 95 for the 55.
Right?
age group.
That's a little weird. I wonder if they know that. I should text Oz right now.
Well, it's after 12, so whatever is posted is posted.
Yeah.
For the record, I would way rather do this at 115 than do this at 75.
Right?
This is gonna suck. At
Oh,
75
yeah.
pounds.
Because as I'm looking at this, I'm like, fuck, can I do 30 at 7?
It won't be as impactful on your grip though. On the cleans going to the
No.
toasted bar.
Yeah, it will not. It's just gonna be
The thrusters at the end.
now you're like, okay, well now I have to go bro.
Full on.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now there's
Oh,
no
yeah.
choice. Now you got to hold on.
Oh God. Yeah, this one's gonna be a little gross.
Yeah, need to warm up that rack position. Get that turnover good.
Fortunately, the bar doesn't have to sit on the shoulders.
You just got to get your elbows out in front of it.
Yeah, elbows up front of this. If anybody will notice, there will always be a 2-inch gap here on the bar right here on one side. Oh man. Okay. So overall, these workouts, 4 workouts, are they going to deliver the right athletes to the games for the age groups?
I think so.
Are we testing the stuff here? Testing
I
upside
still
down?
would have liked to see like a true strength test. I mean, when you emphasize like CrossFit still has those heavy days.
It's an interesting thing to kind of dive into because as my season is likely over, and for most people, their seasons are over unless you're participating in this semifinals or individual. You're looking forward, and is this a trend?
Yeah.
Or is this the test of the year? Like,
Yeah.
is this what this year's test is? Is we are really focused on all of your barbell needs to be done in a form of capacity, or is this like something that we're just like, every single year we're no longer going to see really true one rep max until I guess the games, because at both the semifinal levels now we're not seeing it either.
Yeah. I don't know. Constantly varied. We might see a total next year too.
Yeah, it could just be your strength next year.
It could just be. I mean, there was that one year where they went all dumbbells at regionals. They didn't even touch a barbell. They have these weird trends from season to season.
Let's go back to that muscle up one. That was
That
workout
was event
3.
three.
Event 3. All right, so again, Jackson with the kind of the astute observation 1 and 2 are probably not repeatable and not going to be repeatable. Those are just kind of grindy, longer workouts. especially workout 2, which is a 20-minute AMRAP. And then workout 1, which is rowing and snatches, is also just kind of get through it. There's nothing technical. It's 963. Pretty much everybody's going to be able to do the weights. They're just going to do them slower. So it's like, how fast can you row?
How quickly can you get back to the bar too?
Yeah.
Depending on where the weight is.
And then with this one here, front squats and muscle ups. This one's and it's similar to the team workout that they did.
Yeah, minus the burpees.
Yeah, minus the burpees. Thank God. Front squats and muscle ups. 3, 6, 9, 12. Front squats and muscle ups. And then for the 60-64, it's 3, 6, 9 chest to bar pull-ups, front squats and chest to bar pull-ups, and then 12 of front squats and muscle ups. So they put the muscle ups at the end. But Jackson's point is, and Jamie's, like, if you've got a hole in your game and you're not super confident on your muscle ups, you may want to do this one first.
Mm-hmm. At least give yourself enough time to repeat it.
So that way you don't have to deal with CNS fatigue.
You can also learn about how you're doing. How did you pace it?
Yeah.
Granted, for the 60s, you're only having to get through, what is that, 12, 18 reps?
Yeah.
36 reps in order to get to the ring muscle up portion.
To get to the ring muscle ups. And the front squat volume, it's 30, that's not that big a deal.
No.
It's 6 sets of 5, if it's, if you're doing them in class.
It's more like the buy-in to the muscle up.
Yeah, it's a buy-in to the muscle up. So you might want to do this one first. If you got muscle up issues like me, I guess I'll probably end up doing this one first, just so I can get it out of the way, and then I'll do the.
Yeah, I think the rule of thumb is always address your weaknesses first, because you could say the same thing about the strict handstand push-up. For me, I would do the strict handstand push-up first, right? That's for me. That's the hole in my game. So always address your weaknesses first if it's allowed. This one, you have an additional 3 days to do, right? Because this one's due on.
This one's due on Monday.
On Monday. So if you're between handstand push-ups and muscle ups, if you're kind of at a gymnastic deficit, that would be the only thing is you do have more time to do this one.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, I think addressing weaknesses first is always a good way to go about doing these things.
Okay. Shit.
So we know what you're doing today, huh?
Well, it's a toss-up between the handstand push-up workout,
really,
and this one. Yeah, it's a toss-up between the two. Probably this one first.
Yeah, this one is more of a skill-based, where I don't, like the handstand push-up one. Like, yeah, you're going to be tested on how efficient you're going to be on the handstand push-ups. I mean, sure, the double unders, box jumps, and what else was in there? It was the what else was in that one?
On the
double unders, box
jumps, chest to bar, and handstand push-ups.
Okay, and chest to bar. Okay. Yeah, so I mean, that's another thing to consider too. Like, if you are on the verge, like if muscle ups happen to be kind of a hole, you definitely want to do this one before you do that chest to bar workout.
Okay.
Maybe even giving yourself an extra day from the handstand push-up workout, just from all the additional pulling and pressing overhead.
Right. So there's this for masters athletes, and I'm not even speaking about the 35 to 39 because they almost don't count. Like, they could do these in any order. And these guys the top people are gonna smash it.
Yeah.
For our age groups, when you start to get to 50 and above, you start to get into, there's people that have deficiencies that are in the top 30. So it's a top 30 go. If you're in 50 to 55, I think it's top 30, and then 55 and above, it's top 20.
Yeah.
And there's some deficiencies in there. Like, so, what order do you have Yvonne doing these workouts for?
Looking at it now, I'm thinking this one today, or at least
the muscle up.
Yeah, doing this one first, just to kind of get something on the board, get a sense of where we're at.
Yeah.
And then tomorrow, I'm leaning towards the snatch workout.
Okay, the row snatch.
The snatch workout, and then event 2.
Yeah, because the
handstand push-up workout, and maybe not even doing 2 on Friday, but saving that for Saturday before, so then that way she gets an extra day off.
Okay.
Because I'd like to try to get at least a rest day in there. Because that's the other thing to consider is, with the age group, you're now also considering recovery between these scenes.
Yeah, and we have 6 days essentially.
Yeah,
there's plenty of time. There's plenty of time, and you can get probably 2 days off
I don't see more like for Vaughn personally. I don't see Vaughn having to repeat more than maybe just this one.
Okay.
If it was a strict handstand push-up, then maybe that might be a different story. But
Yeah.
with the fact that
Her
it's just a
handstand
kipping,
push-ups, yeah,
that's not a
kipping is-
problem.
That's
Yeah.
not a problem for her.
Yeah.
I feel bad on the rowing one for her.
Yeah.
Because of her height and her weight.
Yeah.
Like she's
And it definitely pushes you to row
It's a-
harder because
it's
it's not like you're ending on the 50. You have to do the 50 before you get to the last barbell.
She's it's and the snatch isn't like heavy enough or to make where she's going to have an impact. She's all the tall women in her age group.
Yeah, that's a big person workout for sure.
It's a big person workout.
Yeah, I mean, typically people who are really good at rowing are usually pretty good at snatching.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
So similar as far as
Right.
like the power production, right?
Yeah.
You're really good at rowing. You're usually pretty good at snatching. I guarantee there's somebody people put up. There's going to be a discrepancy in scores there for sure. Some people are going to put up some crazy fast times on the workout
Yeah.
because they're doubling down on things that they're good at.
Yeah.
That's
a
interesting.
good- that's
right?
a
So
good
you're
point.
going to get some outliers because it's the top 200 that made it in these age groups. So you're going to get some specialists that are going to show up in this in that workout.
But then it will be exposed in this. And
Sure.
when they get inverted.
Sure.
Yeah, I think it's a well-rounded.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, as
if you
far as
look
like
at-
the test overall.
Yeah, the four of them together. That's why I'm kind of staring. I always look at these things and I try to not really judge any singular workout too aggressively, or even just looking at like the four workouts we start looking at the season. It's like, okay, we've got the quarterfinals, the semifinals, and the open, and I try to look at everything all together. But this is pretty well rounded as far as what type of athlete's going to excel here. But just the first workout alone,
Yeah.
that's going to be a big. That's a big boys workout right there for sure.
For sure.
Okay. Any other closing thoughts on this before we turn off?
I don't know. What do you think about the overall test throughout from the open through the semifinals?
Oh, that's a good question.
I mean, including the age group, just as far as the season so far as a whole.
Well, my take on it is this, and it's the same with the CrossFit Games athletes. The best athletes are gonna look very familiar.
Yeah.
There's not going to be anybody that's going to be excluded out of the top 10 in my age group or the top 20 in my age group. The same guys are going to be there. Maybe it like where you're going to see differences is maybe like from 15 to 25. So there's a group of guys in my age group from 15 to 15th place to then the 25th place that could either one could go to the games.
Yeah.
And it's always been like that since 2010, since they started doing age groups. It's that bottom 25% that float around and change based upon the weaknesses that they may have or the strengths they may have.
What comes out on the hopper?
Yeah, what comes out of the hopper. That's where the difference is. Above that, there's guys that are just like, in the women too, same thing. They're going to be there no matter what they put down there.
Yeah, I've been doing all my yearly reviews with all my athletes.
Yeah.
And it's been fun because in the last week, I think I've drawn the CrossFit pyramid like 6 times. Because I really feel like when I look at the entire
The
test,
theoretical
Hierarchy of fitness.
where you got aerobic capacity at the bottom, and I really feel like whoever I'm not even really certain who does most of the programming, whether it's Bosman or Castro. I think it's a group of people, but I feel like they looked at the open and they're like, okay, let's build a pyramid here.
Yeah.
I think capacity has been at the forefront of everything. Then you've got gymnastics on top of that. You have to have skills. That's always been CrossFit's always been a sport of skill. You've got to be able to check those boxes. You got to be strong enough to play, and then at the top you'll see sport. That won't be tested until the games, really.
That's a good point. Yeah.
But I've been drawing it for everyone because it's like, look, what do we need to be good at next year? It's it's the hieroglyphics on the wall, right?
I do enjoy that about this year, that it is very CrossFit.
And that's what Boz said on the podcast.
He said it on the podcast. He said it on multiple podcasts. And so that is a cool thing to see. We probably expect something similar for the games. I think that at the games they'll probably do a strength test of some sort, just because for the crowd, the viewing audience, and
just also the test to take that test to the next level.
Maybe.
I also think when you reduce it down that small, you don't run the risk of skewing it forward.
That's right.
That's a good point.
Because I think that was their
That's a really good point. Yeah.
It just, I've always felt that monostructural tests and strength tests don't fit in an online qualifier.
Yeah.
They just, you just allow for one person to break away so much. I mean, we're even kind of talking about it with workout one, where you're like, well, there's this one athlete who's going to do well at both of those movements. That's going to skew the leaderboard.
Yes.
If it's just one movement, let's say if it was just a 2K row for time, or if it's just a 1 rep max snatch, that does a lot on the leaderboard. And when there's 200 people, I mean, if you take a big hit, you can look at the athletes that got penalized and went to 500th in the quarterfinals. One bad workout,
Yeah,
that really hurts. When you've got 40, it's not as big of a deal.
That's a good point.
it's a really good point. Yep. Right on. Well, cool. Good luck, athletes that are doing this. Take your time, talk to your coach, and try not to repeat too many workouts.
Have fun.
Appreciate it. Have fun.
Good luck, guys.
Thanks, Ross.
Thanks, Jackson.
Nice job.